Okay, so we're going to begin by inserting another MIDI track, and I'm going to rename this one to clap slap. And if we go up to our our lives devices and drag a drum rack in, and then turn the macro off, and we can just go to our samples folder. I'm just going to bring in the slap sample, and I'm going to bring in our clap sample. And I'm just going to do a high pass on both of these just to remove any low end from them. So set that one to about 800. And our clap sample, I'll do a high pass as well. It's a wee bit lower, so about 300 or so. It's just a bit more bottom end from this slap sample. And then if we go in, I'm just going to program in a quick rhythm here. So I'm going to set this to 1/32 so we can have a look. So that's a 32. And if we hit that narrow, then I'm going to make that half that size. So we've got a 64th note now. And with that, I'm going to draw in a rhythm of our own rather than setting things up to the groove pool. I'm going to just draw in our own rhythm. I'm just going to play it around so we can hear what it sounds like. So we've got that sort of, we've got 3 notes at the start there, so I'm going to go for that sort of rhythm where it's like da-da-da-ch, da-da-da-da-ch. So if we just draw this in. I think that's about there. Okay, that's it. So we're just going to draw in our clap as well now. Just on our 2nd and 4th beats. I'm going to turn the grid off and I'm just going to bring it back slightly. And then if we go into our clap sample and turn on the chain list, I'm just going to adjust the volumes of both of these both of these samples now. I'm just going to turn the overall volume of that track up. What I did there was just bring down the volume of the slap sample. And then I'm going to create a variation on this, so I'm going to double click and create another loop just below it. And in here I'm just going to have the clap on, I'm going to put it on number 1, and we'll just do another wee rhythm with this here. So we'll just play this round and create another rhythm. Put the narrow grid on again so we can play around with it. we've got the slap there sort of accompanying that as well, so it's going to bring the volume of that clap sample down. Move the slap sample across a wee bit just to play alongside the third clap there. So we've got two different rhythms we can play now. Okay, so the final thing we can bring in just for this is our ride symbol. So if we insert another MIDI track, I'm just going to rename this one to ride. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to grab this time just a simple impulse machine. I'm going to drop it on, and if we go to our samples folder, we can grab our ride. And then I'm just going to put this on every 16th note. So, or sorry, every 8th note. And then with that, I'm going to turn on the saturation control. I'm going to add some overdrive. So you'll notice in a lot of techno music, the rides are really, really crushed to give it that sort of real top end and sort of mid-range distortion. I'm going to put a high pass on this as well, so turn the filter on, set this to high pass. And then I'm going to turn the decay up so that we get all of the ride symbol playing out. And then I'm going to pan this off slightly to the right. And then the final thing that is imperative to this is our sidechain compressor. So if we go in, grab a compressor and drop it in, and just extend that out and click sidechain, click on our drum rack, and then we can go in and select our bass drum from here. So we've got our kick, number 2 is our main one, so I'm just going to click that, bring the threshold back. That's pumping fine there, we'll keep it as it is. And we'll just bring the volume of the track back. Okay, so that is the ride symbol in. In the next tutorial, we're going to have a look at bringing in some white noise and a percussion loop to just fill out the end of our percussion sequence.